Richard Poe is also with us. He is the co-author of Shadow Party, also a book you must read. Shadow Party, a book that I don't think I would have believed 3 years ago. And it is melt your brain. It's unbelievable. It is truly, truly unbelievable. We begin tonight with the world's revolutionary-in-chief, George Soros. New commentary now from Shadow Party co-author Richard Poe.
Soros has been involved for years in covert regime change operations.
Soros has helped fund the Velvet Revolution in the Czech Republic, the Orange Revolution in the Ukraine, the Rose Revolution in Georgia. He also helped engineer coups in Slovakia, Croatia, and Yugoslavia. So what is his target now? Us. America.
He said it himself on many occasions. He said, what I have done in other countries in terms of overturning bad governments, I'm going to do in this country.
According to Shadow Party author Richard Poe, he wrote, through his global web of open society institutes and open society foundations, Soros has spent 25 years recruiting, training, indoctrinating, and installing a network of loyal operatives in 50 countries, placing them in positions of influence and in power in media, government, finance, and academia. Country after country after country, we found that there are 5 steps to him gaining control. He does it over and over and over again.
Political analysts say the Shadow Party he has built here greatly resembles those he created in other countries before instigating a coup.
He created his own party within a party, or his shadow party outside of the Democratic Party.
George Soros is creating a new structure through a shadow party. He infiltrates politics. He pulls the same playbook out every single time. Ukraine, Croatia, Yugoslavia, Georgia, and Slovakia. The same thing. Here it is, step by step. Step 1, you form a shadow government. Step 2, you control the airwaves. Step 3, you destabilize the state. You cause a political or economic crisis, or you take advantage of an existing crisis. Step 4, provoke an election crisis. Step 5, stage massive demonstrations, and you accuse opponents of voter fraud through radio and TV stations that you control. Soros has been laying the groundwork for change for the U.S. for decades. This formula of infiltrating the system is always the same with Soros. It's the one he always uses. His method is to create a shadow party. There's this book. This is a must-read. David Horowitz, Richard Poe, does an amazing job of explaining how the radical left has infiltrated the Democratic Party. When you read this, you will understand. Richard Poe also wrote a special piece that is being sent out on my free email newsletter tomorrow at glennbeck.com. It shows an example of how George Soros interfered in Kenya in 2007 in the elections, and how that interference played a role in creating complete chaos there. May I quote the Wall Street Journal from today? Quote, even before last month's popular ouster of Tunisia's president electrified protesters in Egypt and across the Middle East, these people held dozens of meetings lasting more than 100 hours. They created a 100-member shadow legislature of union leaders, judges, representatives from youth parties, and the country's banned but influential Muslim Brotherhood, say the people in attendance. That is weird. What did they call that again? Tiffany, what did they call that? A shadow
party.
Shadow
government.
Shadow government. Oh, this is the Shadow Party. This is the book that we showed you. Remember the puppet show we did? It's a shadow party. This is shadow government. Shadow. Richard and I were talking off air here a second ago. And I said, we went into the break, and I said, okay, let me tell you what I really think. Let me tell you what I really think. I really think there is somebody who's going to come in and give us the illusion of the Republic. Somebody who's part of this needs to be the leader of it. I think it's Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton was the founder of the Center for American Progress, along with her partner, George Soros. They were the two moving principals who began it in 2002, 2003, And originally, it was widely seen and discussed in the left-wing press, such as The Nation, as Hillary Clinton's think tank. It was described in The Nation as a government in the wings waiting for President Hillary Clinton to come in. And indeed, although Hillary was not elected this time around, her Center for American Progress, her personal think tank, again I'm quoting from the left-wing press, her personal think tank, as we've been discussing, provided many of the people who are now in Obama's administration, which is a very strange thing when you think that that Obama and Hillary are supposed to be deadly enemies and rivals, and then
all
her
of a sudden,
think tank fills up his administration with her people.
Isn't that strange? This is her government, as you just said. This is her government. Shadow party. This is it. She set it up.
Our country needs us. And we need people like George Soros, who is fearless and willing to step up when it counts.